Now I'd like to bring up our former mayor, Mike Duggan. Mike, if you would join us up here. Just building on what Mitch said, Mike played such an instrumental role in Say Detroit being the organization. This is our 20th anniversary. We go back to 2006, and Mayor Duggan had a huge footprint on that along the way. So we'd like to hear a few words from him. Thank you.
All right. Well, I got to say, the people of the city and the children of the city will never be able to thank Mitch Albom and Say Detroit enough for what they've done. Mitch completely understated the challenge. When I heard him say on the radio he wanted to do a rec center, I basically moved in with him until he picked one in Detroit. At Lipke, which he said had good bows, he left out the part where he called to yell at me to say they'd stolen the air handling equipment off the roof. The place had been closed for years and was on the demolition list. The neighborhood around it, which was once a vibrant neighborhood, had a third of the houses boarded up. And it had been closed because there were no children. When Mitch came in and said, I think we can make this do something special, the first thing he did was cover over the pool in the lower level, and he put in a computer room. He says, I'm going to make this as much about education and tutoring and mentoring as I am about sports. Then I said, how'd you get the basketball court fixed up? He says, the Pistons hired this new guy that just came to town, Arn Tellem. And the first donation he made was to the Lipke Center basketball court. Arn would then proceed to bring the rest of the Pistons back to Detroit, where they belong, but that was the first step. And he got the Illiches to do the baseball fields. He got Matthew Stafford to do the football field. And a place that had closed because there was no children were bursting at the seams where he came to me and said, I got to do an expansion. I've got so many kids. At 7 Mile and Van Dyke. And he gets Matthew and Kelly Stafford to put up the money, builds a 15,000 square foot expansion, and if you go by there now, I kid you not, all of those houses are renovated and occupied. They anchored the recovery of the whole neighborhood. It is almost indescribable. And as Mitch knows, the appreciation you get for working a miracle is to ask for a second one. And so when I talked to him about the west side, and he says, do you have any suggestions? I said, I have no idea what the condition of the building is in. But nothing would matter more to the people of Detroit than that St. Cecilia Center. And that was my contribution to the cause. 2 years later, I walk in the door, and you've got Steve Ballmer back in Michigan making a huge donation, along with Gary Torgos and the Arn Tellems and a lot of the others. But you have the legends of Detroit past coming together for the children of Detroit's future. This is magic, and Mitch, thank you for everything that you have done.